MOBB Akroma POG Media social so I'm say NAD Kanya Obe Rema Ubitima subscribe to the channel. Make sure so Ubitima hit all the notification bell. Now I feel what to me a comment based on story na ye kan wasemo. Then enkoma yedi channel so I'm say Ora Kevin Taylor and what to me Esusuja enyasem koto akra edi egu honorable Ursula also extra enye asem koto akra wa kire say some am we see we very hot dangerous enti ebeya Ghana ese edimra edino na kamami kra etimi de arrest no na afi edin to afiase ema usunya sapa edi ntina papa yi ekasa ye mu na so ye nti ni Kevin Taylor enso ekefa mami Ursula also minister for communication.
Ursula was a very dangerous woman. And the reason why because I'm more dangerous than I say, Andra me beka chire mo ha say, Airtel Tigo, and their friend 8 no, ne dia. Ono, Bawumia, Akuffo Addo, Anochi, and Agabi. Bamti Wechi, they own Airtel Tigo. Airtel Tigo na Ursula Usuka se Ghana ton $1 no. Sa dia no motoye no omo dia. Enye momo dia. They are making billions out of Ghana. And I make them say, sa internet issue we and I call uncover a lot. And you see, I want to put this on the screen. When you go on this website, and I know majority of the people know this website, radar.cloudflare.com, radar.cloudflare.com. Okoha, with my click on the country, no, I click Ghana. It will tell you everything about what is happening. And how Ursula Owusu, and MPP, Bawumia, Akuffo Addo, Gabi, Bamtimo, how they are finishing you guys. These people are billionaires. The website is www.radar, RADAR, dot, cloud, CLOUD, flare, FLARE.com, radar.cloudflare.com. Now, www.radar.cloudflare.com. When you go there, go and search. When you go in there, trafficker, you see what is there on your left. You can check. Oma companies are almost Ghana, the top 5 are almost supply internet. When you go to Ghana session, you will see all of these things there. This is the basic one. You can go there and check. And this woman told you Ghana for and how inconsistent Ursula also has been till date. Is your Parliament on Monday to go and answer questions on 80 and now Airtel Tigo any Ghana's internet issues. Now, Muntie Ursula in Sembia Okaye before in Parliament, in studios, any in some in there. Now, Munshare when it comes to Airtel Tigo, how inconsistent she has been. Monday. We have something we want to uncover. Yeah, trying my us like I saw Monday or Parliament. Now my Ghana for who says Sama we also could jail. Where Ursula Usu?
The Ministry for Communications and Digitalization oversees the telecom ICT sector in full compliance with the laws of the land and will complete all legal and constitutional processes by the end of this meeting of Parliament for the acquisition of Airtel Tigo.
This article shall, with a necessary modification by Parliament, apply to an international business or economic transaction to which the government is a party as it applies to a loan. The Minister in her response says she would the ministry will comply with the laws of the land by the end of this meeting of Parliament. However, the Daily Graphic of November 3rd, 2021 cites the minister as announcing government's complete takeover of the company. So I want to find out from the minister, did the Daily Graphic quote her wrongly? Or is she coming to Parliament to ratify the acquisition or sale of the company to government after she has completed the transaction? In line with 1815, it should have been before the transaction, not after the transaction.
Mr. Speaker, the acquisition of telecommunications companies follows a process, and that process is ongoing. There are phases in that process, from the contract signing, regulatory approvals, and closing obligations that parties have to undertake, and then the legal and regulatory processes that have to be gone through. Contract is signed at a particular period, and that's what was announced. The other closing obligations are ongoing. And when we conclude all of that, part of it being, if on the advice of the Attorney General, that we need to comply with any provision of the law regarding the acquisition, it will be done in due course.
Some difficulty. Bharti Airtel has announced on the Indian Stock Exchange on the 27th of October 2020 and on the 16th of April 2021 that they have completed their sale to the government of Ghana on the Indian Stock Exchange, that the sale of Airtel Tigo has been completed. Mr. Speaker, again, I quote a news reportage where the minister is quoted as saying government paid $1 for the acquisition of Airtel Tigo. And this is from UTV. And at the signing ceremony, this is what he said. Honorable Ursula Akuffo signed on behalf of the government of Ghana, while Jatina Katarina Unken van de Vreek, Timothy Pennington, Eric Nananipa, and Vish Ashiago signed on behalf of the seller entities. Mr. Speaker, there's been an offer, there's been an acceptance, a sale of the shares has been completed. The old shareholder has stated on the Indian Stock Exchange that they have disposed of their ownership of the company. At what point must the minister come to Parliament for approval to engage in such an international transaction?
We are still in the closing obligation stage of this transaction. And so all the legal and constitutional processes will be completed on the advice of the Attorney General.
So I jump now or channel you should swam say I'll say POG Media political stories say trying to make waves make headlines and the EBS some watching you so the more yampa I to your boss a as on the so swam so first time I will be rema wait my hit on the notification bell, subscribe, share na afi what TV living nice comment based on in common I the year now a channel so among say Kevin Tiller Oni Honorable Ursula also a home combo and a year watch your some I mean El Totigua na India company Ghana for na ye say your mind diano san yes sanity lot no says na oman kasa na show mu ato company na meno kase omusa hu kwan kakra enti o che say you futru na mami eni Akuffo etimi etrogu Ghana for any yemungrem na intini eko shana so am say I say POG Media
by the end of this meeting of Parliament. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, say she did not answer the question. No, Sam George was asking. Bharti Airtel for Nangaza say, "Adie we almost sign contract na 20 years dada. Afe na wo catch that Ben is see. She did not answer. Ain't also TSC from day one. No, Sir Airtel, our mother 80 no. Oma to am omu. It is Omu Ghana for. You see, she ignored all the questions that Sam George was asking. Say Airtel for Nankasa company omu and say sa deal we no. Oma ye we asensan we na wo de na wo gina heka. Or say all the process are being followed. Intia den the jama Ursula calling to do what she's doing. Eya den and the Ghana. Now Obi say or intellectual. John Mahama should convince him that he will come and do Ghana. What Ursula Ojina Parliament, the minister in charge decided not to answer. This is not a joke. The arrogance and foolishness of this lady. When it comes to Ghana Sika, most of to company no $1. Ursula Kaja Akuffo to say to company no $1. $1. Today, this company is a multi-million-dollar company. Now, maybe a problem no. Now, I'm going to Ursula. More inconsistencies.
You torn 10 million, I torn 120 million, and then you san ba beto Airtel to go now for $1. Near $1 a share. The entire company was sold to government for $1.
Oh, how name sent you say I'm baby. Na asa ono company be good communications be na dia bro. Inti say no. Is it not quite interesting say Western na egu ye na be Airtel and na say egu wo say abeginem. Sa this thing about $1 as you say yes say Ulipo crowd board didn't say $1. Into you need to say $1. A damn power is $1.
Mergers and acquisitions won't tear you and abysas our question. Intimacy. Where you simple won't tear you besani amount.
Some in tears into a mibisa.
Would you mean so tears your pa? Main bisama almost
Debbie mean tears you. Mergers and acquisitions to Karamintada.
You
into Twasso.
Say company were assets or liability.
No correct.
Osha assets of Airtel Tigos is here $1 billion. One liabilities in Sube $200 million. Into wo sisia na positive side we grab $800 million. Na nonko. Into nya no ho enya assets and liabilities na sem na ye kan. Ye ton shares no. Company ni shares na ye ton. Into omo shares ni ye omo dia no. The shares come with the total package. Shares near ton nearma a woman it is a maton dino. A dino may ton 3. Ne moon near money dear, Nina Ekan. Shares nana, omo conese. Omo de, literally omo de ma. Nen can yo omo pe, se woman kona banesa. Nen so omo wa reshem sa bibe to me a so. Company no more yes mana ye. Na almost share a buy when so track record. We share Akuffo time you to me for an investment of $10 million. As a son within 2 years, $120 million from the same investment to one. And you know the way my and so you bet to me for company no not temporary challenges no woman. Ya down on yes in a year. And literally goodwill are buying work. And no more can say moonsum ya de mamu. Into literally omo de mayen for free now kaya time Anglo Gold Ashanti ye close soon down cry omo koyen almost decided say okay on you omo de bema aban no waye ahe e na aban tu aye $1 and no kire say the whole company was worth $1 and I turn $1 a share there be enti mesre omo feel say enya possible. Say a buying bet to me acquire Airtel to go for $1. It's very, 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 very possible, and it has happened. Intimacy.
How about the fate of the workers? Ejumai for Airtel to go. Yeah,
you.
100%.
100%. Going forward, we're still discussing whether top management no. A few changes will be made at the top.
Ain't your best state owned?
It is state-owned currently.
100%?
100%. All the shares are owned by government of Ghana.
Problem in it said, government has no business doing business. So you say, Abe Airtel to go 100% state-owned. You be floatibium. Yeah, say be Tom will be for. ana o mine nankasa na be run business.
Early days yet, yenye nuho. Says emergency number, we needed to step in. We have stepped in. There was stabilization state phase. It was a yema company no cost wire na juma na all ye na. Na subscribers ni sure say o free ni call they be go through or use data na still obenya. Until we are stabilizing the company, dealing with its short-term problems now. Until near de be ye say ye beton. See a be yusu, see a be go into partnership. Say ye the best is another thing, no. That decision has not been taken. It will be after we stabilize the company.
And the question of Vodafone should be the same thing.
I don't have that information currently.
Nti ye tia yombongu ana yendwen.
Me pacho media me I can only near minim na meka wasem. Say see I mete as minister. Bibia sa emeto meni. Na Vodafone Ghana was 30% shares. Ewum. And is a Bibia say besi was so mu yi sutre answer. Say enkomo bebre e koso. COVID aye niema bebre. Na it's created opportunities. E bia kwan frama. Other things na close to other things. The dust will settle.
When it does, we'll see our way clear.
We'll see our way clear.
As like sorry, so now, so Alex Isiama Edebakwa about say, he's very. I'm very happy for Ursula and her appointment, but I'll continue.
Inti about 2020, about 2021. Wohu the answers at a point or say, the only Attorney General's advice. That means the Attorney General was involved in this whole process. Or say 100% government owned. Eto abadani 18 no a bind there. In videos amushi also mention Unmask 2020. So that time no mo say afeni Everton Airtel. Afeni Everton Airtel Tigo. Amana be Ghana dia. Inti we are talking about 2020. 2021. And Osako ye recently 2 weeks or 3 weeks and oko asempa and was saying
Vodafone Telecel Transabia. And I challenge anyone who's saying that to point to any law which says they need the prior approval of Parliament, to dispose of the shares that they've acquired in any company in Ghana.
Yeah. And how about the Airtel and Suni Tigo? And where are we now with that? Because I mean, him say, Abai intervening in that, no?
They're hanging in there.
But government expressed interest, say you may take you over that company, no?
No.
So, what's happening with them?
Oh, that's some about time, yeah, dear.
Drew stage be in the negotiation. And I because say, that issue came, say, you turned for just $1, I can't growing concern and all of that. Where are we now? And then the question,
they are operating as a going concern. So I want to say, they're looking at alternatives to refinance the company into Omugus. Abai and Tong. Etel Emma Ubia. Abai Tong Etel. In Janos Matisen and Rims say Aton Etel 5 was Yanton. They've entered into a joint venture partnership.
With Tigo?
No. With a UK firm.
Okay.
Hanam Investments. They've entered into a joint venture partnership. And no interest Yaton company. Nature say it's Airtel 80.
Yes.
80 ewo. Ena wakwako hwehwe partner on any be adwuma bi ewo omodwuma kuo ni, which is also allowed. Because abansi oni sika o de be ba be hye modwuma ni. Nti mo hwe kwan a mo be fa so a mo benya sika e de aye modwuma ni.
Yes.
So they've entered into that partnership, joint venture partnership, and you seal. To Miss Ramo, and I'm can say a tone and so soon say and toy. Our joint venture partnership, no. Eddie partner, no Eddie Sika share company, nim. More equipment, omo here for.
Yes.
More was omo ye in nhyehyɛ ebeboa na omo adwuma no nso so adim omo ni 4G omo hia ne nyinaa ye significant investment I was say omo ye so literally sa joint venture partner ebeboa ama omo aye sa nhyehyɛ ne nyinaa na emom enkomo no ye ni wie conditions precedent the Bema sa joint venture partnership are effective no omo wie
Okay.
Until say ebe wie ne mean see me bo enka say omo ne won awie nhyehyɛ nti da sei na omo be hye adwuma no ase nti that is where they are currently
And that is workers are Airtel workers are in Wohono 80 now still have their job.
They are still working. What is say you be a Wohono? One person omo jay adwuma ne de omo agya ko. Omo person omo ye adwuma. Na omo te ho omo dan ho aye adwuma ko wose ya be hu say omo aye adwuma obi wo network ne so a network no wo fra enko ana. It's still a good, they are still working. AT exists. It's serving its subscribers. But it is looking to grow its subscriber base. It needs to revamp its equipment and introduce new ones. It sought a partner on any becabo normally na yet say juma. Nama 80 juma no etumpo.
Yeah. The other thing
the question I want to ask this lady is say one, or say a fully 100% government ownership. At a point, also a partnership. Where does it, what is she trying to say? In your previous interviews, also a 100% government owned. At a point, it's also no. A Juma Kobina Abesha a partnership. The government needed partners. Now, if it's 100% government owned, partnership no and our partners no what's
and to we say in come across our channel and social so say how say POG Media but what else we can subscribing now after what me hit on the notification bell leave comments based on common idea no now make sure say also what me and make your remarks say that's an e be say share channel so me that say what jembre POG Media that's